let's try this again. Just recorded 5 to 10 minutes of me just talking, and I looked over and realized my mic wasn't recording, like I'm fucking dumb. Long story short, my computer sucks, my setup sucks, and to really explain what was going on, and this phenomena does not happen on my wife's computer or my friend's computer that I tried. It specifically is this one. So I don't know if it's just so old and so shitty that it's fried, or I've watched too much weird Asian porn on it and there's some kind of weird virus. I don't know what's going on. But files were disappearing. Like, I would create the file in my recording software, and then when I went to, and it would show up on there, but then I tried to export it, it would just disappear somewhere in there. Don't know why. There's probably hours of me rambling drunkenly to the universe out there floating around in the clouds somewhere. But why did I just turn blue? Anyway, for whatever reason, that wasn't working. And I was trying so hard not to do a video podcast because for me, I don't dig them. I do most of my podcast listening through YouTube, but the reason I do that is because I pay for YouTube Red, and all my favorite podcasts are on YouTube, like the Joe Rogan and a few other ones. I do listen to other ones, but that's the thing. I listen to them. I don't watch them because mainly I listen to them while I'm driving or working out or cleaning or what have you. So I just turn them on, lock my phone, throw my phone, whatever I'm doing. So and for me, if I really am trying to listen, I can't look. Like if I'm truly like if you're saying something, talking to me, and I'm really absorbing information, I'm not going to look at you. I'll give you my ear. I'll look like a deaf person. Like I'll look like an old person. I'll be like this. Don't know why. I don't know if it's dyslexia or ADD or just a personality quirk or I never learned manners. I don't know. But here's a tip with me. If it looks like I'm really listening to you, chances are I'm only getting half of it. Like if I'm really truly listening to you, I'll have to do this. Which, I mean, anyone who's because I have to put this on YouTube now. Anyone who's going to find this will know me. Anyway, so let's talk what I'm going to talk about today. And I'm centrist on most things. Like I'm politically centrist. Well, I mean, let's say socially centrist, politically anarchist, if you will. When it comes to social issues, I really don't give a shit. That's my social stance on things. Gay people, I don't care. I don't care. Drugs, I don't give a fuck. Whatever. Going down the line, I just don't care. So, and I don't really feel super, super strong about many things. And so when I do argue with people, you'll get to my point here in a minute, but let me ramble. When I do argue with people, let's say cops, okay? I would describe me as anti-cop. The reason I describe myself that way is because I'm anti-law. And who enforces the law? Cops. So I can't be anti-law and pro-cop. Now, I know individual cops. I know individual people whose profession is police who are good guys. I train with them at the gym. I hang out with them at the bar. I know them on a personal level. And on a personal level, these guys are decent, solid dudes. And the majority of these people who are just solid dudes whose profession is police officers, that's how they define themselves too. They're not, out here Rambo and saving the world. No, they're either combat veterans or just big dudes or what have you. And that's just it's a job format that fits their skills. And so that's their job that they do. Okay? Now, and those cops do exist. And in fact, that may be the majority of cops. But the fact that there are psycho cops and criminal cops and whatever, and just dickhead cops, when I get pulled over or when I'm dealing with police, I just assume every one of them's that way because I don't want to take the chance of thinking that I'm dealing with a nice guy and end up getting shot because he's a dickhead. Right? So that's my logic. Full bore. Across the board. If that makes me, I say I'm anti-cop. There we go. There's my stance. I will never apologize for being anti-cop. I've never apologized for being anti-cop because that's what I am. Okay? Now, if you want to ask me why, if you want to address me as a person or whatever, say and address me further and say, well, why is that? Or XYZ. Then we could explore this, right? But I'm not going to say if someone says you're anti-cop, I'm not gonna be like, no, because I've done it before. It's a bad habit, and that's because I live in the Bible Belt, Oklahoma, and there's a lot of Blue Lives Matter people around here, and these people are also decent people. They're just, but so with my actual friends, people I know, I'll take my time to explain that to them. Now, if it was just some rando on the internet, or some rando in town, or some rando at the bar, whoever heard me talking about the latest cop killing, and they just jumped on me and said, "You're anti-cop," all they're going to get is a yes. All they're going to get is, "Yep, that's me. What are you going to do about it?" And this is my point. Okay, I'm an Odinist. I'm toxically masculine. I'm violent, openly violent. My branding is violent. My branding is masculine. My branding is whatever you want to call it. And there's a lot of things in those realms that are deemed not only socially taboo, but extremely taboo. Like, way bad. Are they bad? No. And people within the world, within the group, know that they're not bad. Where'd my phone go? I heard me vibrating. I'm gonna hold on. You gotta see my dick for a second. It's all right. Is it important? Maybe. Anyway, so what I was saying was, apologies, right? So let's take the sun wheel for example, the basic black sun Germanic sun wheel. Okay, I don't like to use the word sacred a lot because I think it's a very heavy word. It has a lot of. It should not. It's a very heavy word, and so I don't like to use it that often at all. Save a joking matter, and I say it in a joking matter because it's such a sacred word. You know what I mean? Like, anyway. But the sun wheel for some Odinists and some individuals, it is a sacred thing. It's a very, and for me, I would say it's one of those things. Like, that's one of the I hold it in such a high standard. I don't use it very often. Very rarely you'll see me have a sun wheel at all, because in my rituals, when I have one or XYZ, it's well, I don't want to say private thing, but it's a very heavy thing, and people who don't know about it, people who don't know don't need to know, right? And so and that's what I do with a lot of my ritual stuff. It's a very much, this is a me thing. You don't need to know about it, right? My other Odinists and other heathens, pagans, whatever. I don't like the word heathen. It's been used too much. It's kind of like the wearing the Mjolnir around the neck. I mean, I don't want to be put in the same category as a fat guy at Walmart. Okay, no. So I might cringe when I say heathen, but please don't be freaked out by it. Anyway, Odinist, pagan, Alsa you fucking hippies. Anyway, we all know what the deal is. We all know what we're doing. So I don't need to post it. I don't need to socialize it. I don't need to put it out there and go, this is my altar. Everyone look. To my close friends, I'll show it, yeah. But I don't need to put that on the internet. I don't need to. And so the sun wheel is kind of the same thing for me. Anyway, but to other people, not so much. And that doesn't offend me. I don't look at, whoever has a sun wheel attached to everything. I'm not going to get mad at that because it's an individual thing. Okay, so the point I'm trying to get at here is you'll see someone post a sun wheel, and then all of a sudden there's inevitably somebody, who either says it's racist, kind of hints at it being racist, or these two things don't happen, and the original poster kind of gets antsy and jumps the gun and goes right into explaining how it's not racist and how the Nazis stole it from us. Sometimes they'll do it in the same post. They'll do whatever post they're doing on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and then after their post, they'll be like, "Oh, and for any of you any of you snowflake libtards who think it's a fucking racist thing, don't do that. Why are you doing that? Now you look like a fucking edgelord. Now you just look like you're doing it for attention. Don't do that. You're proving you're proving their point for them. If it doesn't require apology, don't fucking apologize for it. Okay? Fuck them. If they're too stupid and too rude and too hateful to either PM you or comment, hey man, I would like some more information on this because here's what I was told or here's what I thought. If they're respectful, cool, educate them, whatever. That's not an apology, that's education. But if they're like, you're a fucking Nazi, well, you know you're not, or you know you are, whatever. Fuck it. Cool, thanks, man. Move on. Block me, delete me, fuck you. Report my ass. Bet you won't say shit in real life. I mean, that's what it comes down to. Like, no matter what it is, whether it be a Mjolnir, a Volknot, a Tricorn, a fucking Trihorn, sorry, fucking Sunwheel, like I was talking about, or whatever. And there's lots of variation to Sunwheel that look more like swastikas than the one I'm talking about. And then there's just the fucking swastika itself. I don't use that one because it's not the one I was educated with. It's not the one I was brought up around. And they're just the one. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. This the Germanic Black Sun Sunwheel. That one is the one that the people who brought me into Odinism and paganism. There's one they use, and so for me, there's a little bit of nostalgia value there, and everything else. So that's the one I like. Plus, it looks cool, and that's 3/4 of why everything matters anyway, right, fellas? But yeah, but even if you're the type to say no, this is the one I like, and it's a swastika, it's the one I use. Okay, good for you. Like, you don't have to explain it to me. I don't care if someone does care. God damn it. Anyway, that's it. Just don't apologize. Kind of the same thing, like and going out of the paganist thing to more right wing political stuff if you want to. Ben Shapiro was on Joe Rogan. So two people that, you know, they're kind of, I don't know which one to say, not controversial, but hot button people. Joe Rogan and Ben Shapiro. They both have their memes, right? But I enjoy things that Joe Rogan says, and I agree and enjoy things he says, and I disagree with some of the things he says, but I also enjoy them. Same thing with Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro, for those of you who don't know, is a right-wing commentator and debater, but he's also a Jew. I know, but he's cool. He seems all right. I don't agree with everything he says. And today on the Joe Rogan podcast, he's kept trying and Joe and him were arguing the whole time basically about gay people getting married. Ben Shapiro over and over and over and over said, listen, if you're gay, you want to get married, good for you. If you're gay, you want to be a Jew, you can't be gay. Sorry, it's just the way it is. And that kind of made me like Shapiro a little more. He just stuck to his gun the whole time that way. But he wasn't being hateful. He wasn't saying burn the goddamn gays or whatever. No, he's just saying, hey, look, whatever. Just you can't. If you want to be this, you also can't be this. And to me, now everyone knows I'm very pro-gay. I don't give a shit. When I say a pro-gay, that makes me sound worse. I'm not pro-gay. I just don't give a shit. I mean, I'm not gonna do the classic white guy thing of, oh, I have gay friends and black friends. No, fuck it. I don't need to explain that to you. Kind of what I'm talking about today. But I don't give a shit. If you want to be gay, be gay. Cool. And Ben Shapiro said, well, if you want, and I'm sure people are, I haven't looked, but it's 2019, so I'm sure people are hating on him, calling him everything else. But he never said anything anti-gay. He never apologized. He kept his point, and he kept moving forward. And every time Joe would bring it up again, he wouldn't apologize. He wouldn't backstep. He would just go, hey, look, here it is. And that's something respectable. That's what you want. Never apologize. Never step backwards. If you have your opinion, have your fucking opinion. And there are ways to have your opinion and not be a dick, but it's your opinion, it's your fucking opinion. Don't need to apologize for it. And like I was just hinting at there, the whole thing, well, I'm not racist, I have a black friend. You sound retarded. Stop doing that. Like, just stop it. I'm not homophobic, I have a gay friend. Stop it. Like, my sister's gay. Who cares? Stop it. I'm not Islamophobic. I go to a Mediterranean store. I'm pretty sure one of them brown people was a Muslim. Stop it. Who gives a shit? If you're not racist, you're not racist. Like, I will tell people, hey, I'm not racist. I don't give a shit. That's where that statement stops. Right? I might make a joke or two after that because, everyone who knows me knows I really can't speak without trying to be humorous in some way. But that's where the point stops. Fuck it. Yeah, so quit apologizing for shit. Don't go out of your way to be more inflammatory, because that's just rude. But at the same time, fuck them. If they call you something, cool. Who gives a shit? Who cares? This isn't fucking middle school. This isn't fucking elementary school. Whatever. Who gives a shit? That's really all I got to say. Update on me. Get this thing x-rayed in a week. They'll tell me how long I'm officially in it. If I have to get surgery or anything, which whatever. So as soon as I get this done, I'll get back into training and get another fight lined up. This will be, I'm sure I'm gonna put this on YouTube. I'm sure I'll share it around no matter where I put it. Is there anything else? I don't think that's really it. I think it's just don't apologize for shit, man. Be you. Who gives a shit? And that goes on the other side too. Well, as everyone knows, I'm anti-government as there is, and by extension, I'm anti-socialist and anti-communist because those people are silly and retarded and evil and terrible and subhuman garbage. But anyway, if you are those things, fuck it. Own up to who you are. That way I know whose team you're on. And people are like, well, identity politics and tribalism and meh. No, I'd say that's good. Well, we need to be united as a country. We're not. We're not. With mass communication the way it is, well, we never were, really. I mean, I guess there was a little time there in the 40s, 50s, when we were in a world war and then recovering from a world war, where it was more gung-ho and we're a united country. Sure, I mean, maybe. I wasn't around then. I don't fucking know. But other than that, we've never been united. We've always been states and counties and cultures and east, west, north, south. We've never been united. So why pretend to be now in this time of mass communication and everything else? Fuck that shit. I'm on my team. I have my tribe. We're on our team. And everyone else can get fucked. So, if you have a tribe, or at least you think you have a tribe, or prescribe to a tribe's fucking, thoughts, ideology, whatever, let me know so I can avoid the fuck out of you. Yeah, that's all I got. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate it. I'll get this uploaded as soon as I can. Yay. Look at me. Giving up my principles and uploading on YouTube.